Find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Yep.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position,
yeah, now I can.
but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A handoff for Gibson. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there out of a running game. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 13-yard touchdown run.
It's not as fast as my backup, but
extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Breaks through the contact. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Oh, damn it.
4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Rolling to his right. And this
oh, man, what are you doing? You didn't even try to catch it.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson.
Do what we do.
Do what we do. Inside of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there, we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Mayfield on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice little nifty play for him there.
Corey should have had him removed from the league, like he said.
Players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. About being able to use the backside of the backfield.
He complains about everybody else, but no one's allowed to speak on his 99 overall quarterback he made.
Right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Washington.
I don't know. I thought your guy was going to tip it.
15-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Your guy just like went right to tackle me.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Hurts throws taken in by Waddle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs.
Yeah, so I know off the bat if you're throwing and running.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, there's Minka.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down.
He's taking it up to Minka for his tip drill.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast.
I was waiting for Minka to warp across the field.
They've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Damn it.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Samuel.
I had to look for a little while. I'm like, where's your defender before I throw it?
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mayfield on play action. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I thought you were taking it to the house.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side.
You got reach for the pick, but you didn't pick it.
Let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of
75.
No gain on the play
Pick
there.
up
2nd
that
down.
block.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he
gave
threw
up
that
on the
pass.
route.
What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This one
You should know he's going to be there. There was a safety there.
That one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Burns. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he hits the upright, but it carries in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
Oh, you almost stayed up on top of my own guy.
Finish off the drive. That does them no good to go back and say,
yeah, because nobody was there.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Tell me field goal. Unless the wind's good.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now.
6 mile per hour wind.
Long one. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt.
Let's see.
And his
Let's
kick
go.
is good. And they will stretch the
67
lead now to
yard.
17-3.
These
kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly
is that an NFL record?
Isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers?
They didn't even tell me. Usually announcers would be like, that's
receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
I don't see any way.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
You got lucky.
The ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
Yeah, he got like a shoulder charge.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that.
Yeah,
on
I can't tell. I don't see any lag on my
end. You
end.
can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's whoever you covered. I was thrown to the other running back.
Drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How do you overthrow
I think he's
that?
got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really
Just
any
said
throwing lanes.
inaccurate pass
He's got
pressure or
second and third down, the
something.
ball back on.
All his stats are upgrades over Heineke. I'm not saying he's an amazing quarterback, but he's better than what I had.
It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third and long for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Burns. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
You want to go for it?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Elliott is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game.
You should have expected
and they knocked the ball
that.
free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Took nearly the entire 1st half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
The game always plays. It gives a fumble in it.
It's Hurts. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
They're going to review it.
A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 4. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Something to watch here in week one of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up.
All right.
Third down. They'll set up to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's caught
How did I
inside the
not
20.
pick that?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
That guy was right there. I pressed interception, and he's just looking at his empty hands. Where'd the ball go?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, sliding out of the pocket. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Sanders toss left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Going for it with Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts.
Damn it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah. I was like, well, it's a play fake. I might as well just rush now.
A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
Come on, pick it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays.
That's the difference.
Have to admit that that's a disappointing
My guys are dropping picks.
Excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start the Eagle pressure? Too much this time. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the
Gotta do
game, I
something.
think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second
Gotta do
interception.
something to
Really a bad throw.
confuse
So
you
maybe a
because
better
you're able to see
decision
my
there.
route.
No doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
No.
And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And give him
Why is
10
he
that time as
diving?
he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5
might
at
have
this point.
tapped
We're
it a
looking at
little
3rd
too
and the
hard, maybe,
nose
I
of the
don't know.
football. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Mayfield on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and short now following the fumble. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he takes
I was waiting for the hold flag.
Antonio Gibson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And Washington has retaken the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
They'll try and run it right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
And it's my turn for the kickoff fumble.
Off it goes.
Come on, return it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
from the 30 on second down.
Hurts escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it.
No, I read it and I was right there.
Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
I wasn't even going for an interception. I was spamming the tip ball.
That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a
See,
throw.
but your receiver actually made the play on the ball.
So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's what my tight end didn't do on the other play.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd and 2, Hurts.
Let's go.
Force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by number 4. And he is not quite going to make it all the way.
Damn you, Hurts.
Down right about the 1-yard line. A great
That was my XP for him.
You know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Gibson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
That was close.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, really?
Dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll
He
keep
tipped
you
the
away
ball
from a
and
lot of
nobody's
Eagles
even
penalties,
around.
and he's able to knock that one away.
He should have picked that off, you idiot.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop the throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
No.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. And this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The only reason he's picking those off because he needs to get paid. I paid Minka last season, and he didn't do anything this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He finds his man, complete. It's Burns. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't
at least
stop
we
the
had
clock. This one's
a back and forth game.
Really strange. I think
Usually
a lot
it's
of people
just
think
one-sided.
that the kneel down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.